Hi, and welcome to this channel. My name is Dennis, and this is my disembodied voice. And as you can guess from the title of this video, this is my 2021 bullet journal setup. This year, I went for a more minimalistic look overall, and I decided to use a new notebook. I chose the Black Archer and Olive Constellation series, where I chose Gemini because I am a twin and also a Gemini. And don't forget to click that subscribe button and follow me for more of my bullet journal greatness. So the first thing I do every year with my bullet journal is on the first page, put my key for everything, which is the very basic key. It's pretty much the same as the original setup for bullet journals, and the one I used last year too. So pretty much self-explanatory. But you can add as much as you want or leave it as sparse as you want. It's all up to you. Then on the page across from it, what we're going to do is my year at a glance calendar. It's basically just 3x4 when it comes to every month. So I did a nice little black header for each day of the week, 7 across obviously for 7 days, and colored it in black. And then I will go over it with my white jelly pen, labeling each day of the week. So while it does this little montage of me putting in all the dates for the year, which is something I hate doing, it just takes up so much time and I should probably find a better way to do this in the future. But for now, it's just that I'm going to do my little apology for the out of focusness that happens. I left my autofocus on in my camera, and unfortunately, you only get one shot to film bullet journals. So throughout this video, you will see it a little bit where it will autofocus onto the pen top instead of the page, and which causes it to get out of focus. But you kind of get the gist of what's going on, and you don't really need to see every single day. It's just gonna look a little fuzzy. But that's my bad. So my next spread is going to be my future log for the year. This will be the first 6 months, so the first half of the year. I did 3 months on each page, going down vertically with the month calendar, and then right underneath it, just a large area to kind of plan out everything for the year and put important reminders. So after I finished labeling each month with the days, I then went over with my Tombro and then added the month at the top in dark bold print. And just like the last two spreads, I did the same thing with this one where I just labeled out 6 months. This is the second half of the year, 3 months per page. Each page is a quarter, labeled it out, and then did the months in bold again. Okay, and the next spreads I did go hand in hand. One side, the first page, will be my goals for 2021, which I divided up into 4 different subsections. And then the other page is the quarterly updates, which is why I separate everything out in the quarters during the future logs. It just makes it a lot easier when I go through and start doing everything else. So I have the 4 boxes with my subset of goals and the categories they go in, and I basically labeled them each out on the side. I have some side printing to give myself the largest space possible to write my goals out. And I had gone very basic with the headers, just doing some bubble letters for the goals and then a bold print for the quarterly updates. But as you can tell, my goals are divided up into 4 sections: financial, personal, like content creation, and the stuff I need to do in my house this year. So this next page is a double spread that goes across both pages, and it's kind of one that's a little bit more intensive with how it's planned out. A lot of lines. But this is my debt payment schedules for the year. So there are 12 sections going down, and then 7 credit card payments or debt payments I have that will go across. So it takes up both pages, and each row will have 3 lines. One will be the minimum payment for each month on each card, or each debt actually. Then it's followed by the snowball payment that will go down, and then the ending balance for the month. And now you're going to see my ring and my watch pop into the scene because my battery died and I forgot I was wearing it when I went back to go refilm. But that's just me and my continuity errors. Enjoy. So this page's main purpose is to be a physical representation of my debt repayment. I do have spreadsheets in Excel that do the exact same function, but it gives it a more tangible, realistic feel that I'm actually spending money towards debt rather than it just being an arbitrary Excel spreadsheet. This next spread is one that I used last year that was, I think, very helpful for me in keeping a visual track of whether or not I paid my bills every month. So this is my monthly bill tracker. I did 12 rows down, one for each month, and then did columns for each individual monthly payment that I have to make for stuff every month. Not necessarily just my debt, but stuff like my mortgage, my phone bills, stuff that are recurring every month. And then I just used it to label it at the top. I also left a blank one at the end, just so I can add something if something comes up, or if I forgot to place one down. This next spread is one that I simplified from last year. I ended up using 3 pages last year for this and decided that I didn't need that many for it. Essentially, it's just two lists that I want to keep track of. One is the books I read in 2021, and the other thing is things to check out. So this is the last spread I did. Unfortunately, I forgot to hit record on my camera when I was creating this, so here it is. It's one I expanded off of from last year. Last year, this was a single page for me in my bullet journal. I wanted to give myself more space to write out more clearly what I was grateful for at the end of every month for that month. And it's just a nice way to kind of like bring it all together and remember the good things that are out there for us. And that's my 2021 setup. And here's a nice little flip through for all of it. If you really enjoyed it, just remember to subscribe and come back. I will be setting up my January plan with me in a little bit and then posting that video soon. So we'll have that to go along with this. And you guys have a great year bullet journaling and enjoy 2021. Peace out.